Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew Danger on Deception Island. So let's head back to Katie's boat. We just finished exploring Whale World pretty thoroughly. We explored the Hot Kettle Cafe pretty thoroughly. We do still need to finish Holt's quiz, and in order to do that, I need to figure out the name of the knot on the last page. And we also need to find a male Dungeness crab. Let's just check in with Katie.
What's up? Sounds like Holt Scotto was one of the people who didn't care for what you had to say last night.
He and I never see eye to eye. Now, if I were a fisherman, I'd be right as rain no matter what nonsense came out of my mouth. Fine harbor master he'd make.
I talked to Jenna Devlin when I was at the Hot Kettle.
What nasty rumor is she spreading about me today?
Do you two not like each other or something?
She doesn't like me, that's for sure. She thinks I'm a know-it-all from the big city.
I saw a boat in a bottle at Andy Jason's place. He said it was made by a guy named Benjamin Hawkins.
As a matter of fact, I've done some research on Hawkins. He settled here in the mid-1800s, lived in a cabin where the Lighthouse is now.
Why are you doing research on him?
Some of the things I heard about him got my curiosity going. For instance, he apparently had a major feud going with some sea captain. Hawkins would see the guy's sail on the horizon, grab his family and all his valuables, and go into hiding for days.
What was the feud about?
Nobody knew. Rumor had it that the sea captain was an ex-pirate, which might explain why Hawkins hid. But where he hid is still a mystery.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
Alright, let's go down to our computer. There we go. To the portal. See, this is like where you can find Morse code, Dungeness crabs, but let's do knot samples. And we need to figure out... it's a bend knot. The fisherman's knot is a bend knot. Bend.
That should do it.
Okay.
I have to bring him a male Dungeness crab?
Indeed, Nancy. And the only place we're gonna find one of those is on the coast, up by the lighthouse. So let's go for a bike ride. Helmet, bike, lighthouse. I wonder if that bike is pretty much uphill all the way. I think this is the only game where Nancy travels by bike, if I remember correctly. It's a good way to travel. Ooh, I love that shot. I wish the water was moving, but it's still a pretty shot.
Yuck! I'm not picking them up.
Gross.
These would be great for rock skipping.
Let's grab some rocks then. I like skipping rocks. Grab! Okay, so you flip it over. So this is a female because its abdomen is really broad. We want the male, so the abdomen will be like more narrow and pointier. We can't take a female one, that is illegal. And Holt will be mad at us. Whoop, that's a hole. Is there one more rock here? Or am I imagining things? No, I'm imagining things. How about this rock? Another female, broad abdomen, so we can't take that one. How about under this board? No crab. Oops. Whoa. Okay, how about up here? Under this one? Are you a male crab? Aha, so this is a male, so he's got the narrow abdomen. So him we'll take, and we'll put him in our basket. Okay. What do we got over here?
SS. Maybe this broke off from a ship.
That's interesting. Can I look at anything else? No? Oh! Hey look, a bottle!
There's something in that bottle, but it's stuck on those rocks.
I know how to dislodge it. We'll do some rock skipping. So you take the rock, then you pick the rock that you want. I happen to want this one, because this is a flat one good for skipping. I can't remember, is it maybe like this, and power like that? Skip. Nope, I needed more power. So you can use the other rocks, too. Like, I can use this one. Maybe if I do that angle with a lot of power. Oh, that was so close. Ugh. That was really close. Okay, let's try this one. That one's similar. Maybe that angle with a lot of power? Oh, come on. Okay, now we have to get more rocks. Okay, so let's try this again. So when we tried the flat one last time, we did that angle. Let's try that angle with more power. Really? Okay, let's try that angle. Let's try that. Whoops, too far. Oh, drat. Okay, so let's get some more rocks. Oh, that's a hole. That's not the rocks that I need. Okay, what did we try last time? So we need... Yes. Okay. So we tried that and it didn't work, and we tried that and it didn't work. Try that. Oh, it like jumped too hard. We try that. Ah, we got it. It's another piece of paper with rosebud on it, but then 42.517. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces of paper from bottles. What's up here? Ooh, it's the lighthouse. No trespassing, and there's a nice scarlet hand on there, reference to Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Warning, keep out.
What do you think you're doing? Those signs over there say no trespassing, which means keep out, which means you, girly.
Girly?
Leave.
But I just...
Now.
Ooh. Rude. Very rude. I'm leaving. Huh. Okay, well. Let's go back to Katie's, well... Now that we've finished... Let's go to the Hot Kettle Cafe. Tell Holt that we finished the quiz, even though he got mad at us and yelled at us. Hopefully he'll still give us his GPS. I would hope. Okay. Hi!
You again?
I'm sorry for trespassing like that.
So what do you want?
I finished that seamanship quiz.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Just bring me that male crab and you'll be home free.
I've got a male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Congratulations. Here's your GPS. Just turn around and follow the instructions. I'll take care of the crab for you.
Great, thank you. See you around.
Yo ho ho.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
I found a bottle floating in the water with a strange message inside.
Most, if not all, the notes you find in bottles around here were put there by Hilda Swenson. She was this lady who retired here with her husband about 20 years ago. They made a ton of money in Hollywood as writer-producers and just wanted to enjoy life. Wonderful people. Very active. In fact, Hilda was mayor for 8 years. But then, out of the blue, her husband died. They'd been a team for so long that, well, she pretty much died then too.
What do you mean?
She just kind of lost it. Started talking to walls and doing bizarre things until one day she rode to the island across the channel that she and her husband owned and never came back.
And now she uses notes in bottles to communicate with people?
Trouble is, nobody can understand what she's trying to say. All she ever writes is letters and numbers and that one word, Rosebud. I leave a couple of bags of groceries outside her cabin every week, and sometimes I can see her inside. But whenever I try to talk to her, she won't answer.
I wonder what she's trying to tell us.
We'll never know what's going on in that mind of hers.
You know, that muffin I had before was really awesome.
Say no more.
That was
Yay, free
delicious.
food.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Yeah, hasn't it though?
That's such a weird response to that. Yeah, hasn't it though? Usually people say, yeah, you too. Okay, so now we have a GPS. Let's head back to the boat. We can go kayaking now, which is fun. We should probably check in with Katie first, though. It sounds like a really weird pelican.
What's up?
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something strange about it.
What do you mean? Let's see it. Ouch, those splinters are sharp. That is odd. It looks like it's been in the water a long time, but if that were the case, those edges would be dull. That looks like it broke off of something just recently.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Any idea where it came from?
Could be off a cargo ship, I guess. But you know who you should ask? Casey Porterfield. He works at the Maritime Library in Port Townsend. You should give him a call. His number's 360-555-3095. He loves checking out stuff like this.
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
Maybe we should give him a call first. Let's go to our bunk. Nice little spot to do some work. Make some calls. Okay, let's call Casey Porterfield. Say, hey, we've got a strange piece of wood. What do we do with it?
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
Oh.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say, shipwreck. What kind of wood is it?
I don't know. Old?
Sorry, for a second there, I thought you said old.
Actually, that is what I said.
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
Well, he's a strange fellow, isn't he? And we actually do have a book on wood, and our phone apparently knows who we need to call next, because in the back of Katie's book, Arboreal Morphology, there was the number for Dr. Predoviciu, who is a lumber expert. So we'll call her.
This is Dr. Predoviciu.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
Oops, I better go do that. I'll call you right back.
So we need to look at the wood under the microscope, which Katie has. Oops, not up here. Wrong way. She has it up here. There's like 2 levels. Okay, so we need to make a slide. So let's cut
One
off
slice of wood.
cut off a piece of wood.
One glass slide.
Put it on the slide.
There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope.
Okay, let's take a look.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so goal is to just kind of remember what it looks like. There's black spots. There's reddish brown colored wood. Okay, so now we call Dr. Predoviciu back. Be like, hey, we know what it looks like now.
Irina Predoviciu speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. I've got the sample all ready.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
No, they're pretty sizable.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Yes, there are horizontal lines.
If this wood is used for crating, then it's probably Luan. It's fairly common in plywood, but it's a rainforest timber, so it's declining in popularity.
Luan, all right. Thanks for your help.
Glad to have been of service.
Luan. Okay, now we can call Casey again. Casey Porterfield. Now that we know that it's Luan wood.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I called before. About the driftwood?
Never heard of you. Now, if you'd have said Nancy Drew...
Yes, that's me, Nancy Drew, Katie Firestone's friend.
So what kind of wood are we talking about here, Nancy?
Luan.
Well, if that driftwood did come from a cargo container that's part of a shipwreck, there's a good chance I can figure out which one. Call me back in an hour or so.
You can identify a ship by what its cargo containers are made out of?
Ever since the hobo spider got into the U.S. by laying eggs in the wood crating of ships coming from Europe, the feds have made sure that cargo ships keep real careful records. Of course, I'll be taking things like tides, currents, weather conditions, proximity to Snake Horse Harbor. I'll be taking all those factors into consideration too.
I really appreciate your doing this for me, Casey.
And well, you should.
All right. So he'll figure out where this little piece of wood came from. Nancy's more just curious about it than anything. I mean, I would be too. So now we have a GPS. Let's go kayaking. Need to remember your life jacket. And off we go. Oh, look, a bottle. I think, if I remember correctly, I think we need to find 4 bottles. So West 123, Rosebud. Okay, so you can't crash into the rocks, obviously. And you can't go past the buoys. Let's just keep exploring. Ooh, can't go that way. Can I go this way? Can't go this way. Like a little maze. Oop, don't go that way. Oh, hey look! A cave. That's so cool. A little waterfall. And I love how the water is moving. It would be so cool if the water was moving in all of these shots. Hey, another bottle. Rosebud N48. So now we have 2 yellow rosebuds and 2 pink rosebuds. Ooh, that's pretty. Cool little cavern here. Can we go anywhere else? You know, I bet if we look at these carefully, N48, there is West 123. All of those have to be coordinates, GPS coordinates. So if we put them in the actual GPS that we have, let's see, make new. So latitude would be 48, because we had North 48, and then we also had which one was 48? Was it a pink one? Okay, so pink is 08 and 123. Okay. Which means 123 and 08 go in the pink boxes, 08615, and then 48, and then 42.517 go in the top boxes. Create a waypoint. Ooh, new waypoint. So we're gonna go to this spot in our next video. See you then, fellow detectives.